Da, 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 da. Hey, da, 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 da. Hey, da, 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 da. Ladies and gentlemen, KocoSports.com presents Wrestle AM. It's half wrestling show, half morning show, pretty much all BS. And of course, you got the Coco crew here holding it down live. Yours truly, the sexiest man on all over that wrestling radio. That's right, Boom Boom here, shaking the room, live from the RVA, Richmond, Virginia. And of course, join me there way across the pond outside of Tokyo, Japan. Dave Coco, what's up, brother?
Nothing much. Super excited. Gonna try to do two or more shows. Just been trying to rock as much content as I can. Trying to make the best of a bad situation. And yeah, I just want to give a heads up. Boom Boom might sound a little robotic, but Boom Boom, tell him why you sound like a robot. Did you finally get that? Did
Well,
you finally become a cyborg?
I'm still waiting on some implants. I'm not quite there yet. I've already got a few modifications. Where contacts, I've got fillings, stuff like that. But no, I don't have all of my upgrades completed yet. But if I had to guess what the issue is, it's my cable and internet provider. I go through Verizon Fios, and I'm 99.9% sure that the service is completely overwhelmed out here in Central Virginia. We're all supposed to stay home if we're, not going to work or grabbing something to eat. We're all supposed to just be at home. So I'm pretty sure that if you're at home right now, you're just watching TV or dicking around on the internet. So that's what I think it is. I mean, it's been interrupting some of the programming on TV. I think it's slowed my internet just ever so slightly. That's just because of the overusage.
All right. Well, we'll try to make the best of it. I just know there's always that one guy that's like, "You guys sound like crap." I'm like, we're using really bad equipment from across the world, but yeah, we're trying to make the best of a bad situation. But yeah,
It took a zombie apocalypse for us to get off our asses and not do more shows.
exactly. There was like a lot of comments about that. Yeah, we have to rebuild this bad boy, and we definitely will. Man, the one thing is though, I don't know if I want to go back to work. I am accomplishing so much. I don't
Are
know.
you writing? How's that novel coming along there? Finishing on up there? Some good guys become bad guys, some bad guys become good guys. Family Guy reference.
Yeah, it's my favorite
But it
Family
doesn't
Guy scene
matter.
of all time. But yeah,
It
but
does not. It doesn't count though, Dave. Remember what I told you. If you don't write it in the Starbucks, it doesn't count.
exactly. Oh man, so the Starbucks have to open. All right, let's get down to business. We broke the one golden rule of Coco Sports. We're like, we don't shoot the shit. We get right down to business. Then we shoot the shit afterwards. Booms, we're breaking our own goddamn rules. Booms, let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. AEW Dynamite review. Win, loss, or tie. Put your answers in the comment. But Booms, since you're here live, you don't have to put your answers on the comments. I mean, if you want to, you could. But
Yeah.
overall, what do you think? Win, loss, or tie?
You know what? I'm going to give it a win. It wasn't a perfect show, but you know what? Under the circumstances, and I'm doing this for virtually every wrestling show going on right now, I'm cutting it a lot of slack. I'm giving everybody a lot of slack here, but even even with the slack cut, even if I hadn't, it was still a pretty decent show. So I'm going to give it a win.
I'm gonna give it another win. AEW, even without the Steve Carino in the air, is absolutely just rocking it. I mean, they're just been on a roll, and I really enjoyed it. It seems like that break. Remember, they took a break for Christmas. It
Hmm.
seems like, and maybe it's just me, maybe Santa, the Grinch, the Khan family, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, they all got together and be like, dude, we have an opportunity not to suck. Wouldn't it be cool if we didn't suck? And it seems like since that week off, they really turned it around. And,
Yeah,
they've had,
it's like they sat down almost and they just said, okay, let's just get a piece of paper out. Let's write down what's going on, where we want to go with it, how we're going to do it. And it's like now they wrote it all down and now they're executing.
yeah, definitely. I'm giving it a huge win. And just for the simple fact, I am a mark for this. This puts me over the moon. I love it at Wrestle Kingdom. I loved when WCW did it. WWF used to do it back in the day. I love when another company's championship belt is defended on your show. You wanna get a win for Dave Coco. You know, like contract signings is an automatic loss. If you do a contract signing, it's an automatic loss. An automatic win from Dave Coco. You want to book a show? Defend a title from another company. I fucking love it, Boom Boom. It is one of my favorite things of all pro wrestling. So, Booms, now there's 2 rules. If you ever have a contract signing on your wrestling show, automatically loss. I don't care. It could be a 5-star match. If Wrestle Kingdom starts off whatever contract signing, I'm out. If you defend another company's title on your show, automatic win.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that meme of SpongeBob SquarePants. Like, I'm out. Like, we just replaced SpongeBob SquarePants with Dave Coco. It's like contract signing. And it's like, I'm out.
I have no fucking idea why this is still a thing. I have no freaking idea why it was ever a thing. Listen, I'm trying to find inner peace. I'm trying not to be a violent person. I'm just saying, if you ever fucking go, fuck yeah, contract signing, and you're genuine, I'm going to throw a fucking puck in your head. I'm just going to be like, boom. Oh, shit, I thought you were a goalie. Fucking, you're bleeding. That's a concussion, man. That sucks. Oh, man. And I don't want to be a violent person. But who the fuck thinks a contract? Okay, we're getting off topic. Contract signings, automatic loss. Defending another championship belt on your show, automatic win. Booms. I have a system for this. I'm a professional, Boom Boom. A professional. Mm-hmm. Automatic win. Huge win. I enjoyed it. All right, Booms. So down in the comments, win, loss, or tie, and tell me if you've ever met another goddamn human being on planet Earth that gets excited for contract signings. And if you have someone in your life that gets excited for contract signings, cut them out of your life. You don't need that negativity. Booms, let's break down AEW Dynamite.
All right. Well, we started out simple enough. Again, they're still at Daly's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. That's like the open-air amphitheater at the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium, Jacksonville, which is owned by the Khan family. So they've got a venue there. They've got Tony Schiavone, Kenny Omega, and Cody Rhodes all on commentary. Jim Ross was at home, but he was tweeting from home. Same thing with Excalibur. So I think they maybe kind of maybe explained why they were doing. I can't remember. It's been a few days out, but out the gate we have Cody versus Jimmy Havoc, and I actually think this is a pretty good match here. Jimmy Havoc, has got a reputation as like one of the deathmatch kind of guys, but he's kind of showing right now if he has to wrestle, like if he can't rely on like brutality. I know one of the things he does is like a paper cut, and that may not sound like a lot, but let me tell you, if you ever just got like a fucking shit, that fucking hurts, especially where he does it like in between your fingers. Whew. No, he's showing that he can wrestle. He can wrestle a little bit of a submission style, which I kind of like. He just adds a little bit more depth to his character. Of course, this goes for about 10 minutes or so. Cody gets the win. I think it was a good match. You've got, I guess, some of the things that had changed from last week to this week is the fact that they didn't have talent on the ringside again. I think that again that's because of federal health regulations, which is to be expected under the circumstances. But they did have the gambling ring. It was like 4 people. I think it was Chuck Taylor, Sean Spears, Billy Gunn, and Austin Gunn backstage, kind of betting on matches. Then Dasha Gonzalez showed up. So again, this is all because right now the CDC recommends that you don't have any gatherings of more than 10 people, and then when you do have gatherings, you stay 6 feet apart. And of course, they weren't 6 feet apart; but it was 4 to 5 people in a room. So some of the slide, but I think it was a really entertaining match, and we haven't seen Jimmy Havoc in AEW. I kind of want to see a little bit more of him, especially if he's going to wrestle like that.
Yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I like the way they made Jimmy Havoc seem undefeated. I like that. That's what we should do with the records. And if you're not going to bring Jimmy Havoc back, bring guys that are 3-0. Make a guy 4-0, 8-0 on Dark, and then have him go against Cody. That was a nice touch. Second off, don't mean to fucking bring people down. I was so happy Jim Ross and Taz weren't there. I enjoy the product so much more without them. This match was very exciting, but I really liked the record, the storytelling. I like the fact that Cody was, ringside and doing everything. But yeah, overall, I really, really enjoyed this match. And I think if you are going to keep the records, you need to bring people in that are 3-0, 4-0, 5, and you know what I mean? Because here's the thing: he came in, I think, 3-0, and he put on a great match versus Cody. It makes Cody look amazing, and then it opens the door for Jimmy Havoc. Like, I don't think you should in the future. Granted, they're not in a position now. In the future, you should not be able to premiere on Dynamite if you're not at least 5-0.
Hmm.
Like, you should have a great record going in. Because here's the thing: like, he comes in 3-0, he loses, and you're like, oh man, oh well, and then he's on the scene. You know what I mean? And it helps build Cody instead of two 5-5 guys wrestling. Overall, I really, really enjoyed it. One thing, and this is more of a negative slash question mark, Booms. Did
Hmm.
they mention anything about Blood and Guts being canceled
Uh, I think they've
on
just
air?
said not on air. I
Yeah,
know they've said online they're waiting for quote unquote the right time. Now they were now and here's why I'm cutting them some slack because remember last week they were promoting a parking lot brawl between the Best Friends and the Lucha Brothers. That didn't happen. It was supposed to be Wardlow versus Luchasaurus in a lumberjack match. That one obviously couldn't happen because it involved having too many people at ringside, too many people and too close to each other at the same time.
no,
So looks like they're gonna have to just drag some of this stuff out until they can, quote unquote, the time's right.
and I 100% agree with that. And you're putting a positive spin on it.
Mhm.
Here's the thing: if you're a super fan like me and you and other AEW fans or just pro wrestling fans in general, you know this. If you're watching on TV, none of this fucking makes sense.
Mhm.
The announcers or a fucking someone do a 30-second spot to recap your social media. It does two things. One, if you only watch the television, because if you did not watch any social media, that was a good show, but you're confused. Just have
Mhm.
just have one person start off a show and say what happened in social media. And here's the thing: right now, we're the most critical assholes in the world, me and Boom Boom. And we even have a soft spot. If they literally say, hey, we have to change stuff because of the situation, no one's going to complain. But you have to address it. You can't be like, oh, well, Khan said that on Twitter. No, say it. And all that, but it's a double edged sword. For people that just watch the TV show, they're like, wow, a lot happens on their social media. And they're not confused. If you clue the fans in on television, it promotes your social media, which for social media fucking craze, they're really bad at their TV show promoting their social media.
Right.
And it goes. Like if you only watch television, you're like, where's Blood and Guts? Where's the park and roll ball? Where's this? Where's that? It
Yeah.
literally takes 2 seconds. And right now, the world, pro wrestling fans, pro wrestling critics, everyone in general is forgiving. All you have to do is spend 30 seconds. Tony Khan tweeted this on our Twitter account. Make sure to follow. This happened on YouTube. Make sure to follow. Okay, we have to adjust for interesting times. And who's not going to forgive them? But I feel like they do not promote their social media and too much happens on their social media. All right.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I agree with you. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, I do feel like of course, this is why you're here, Coco. Um, yeah, I feel like it was a missed opportunity. They could have just said, look, we know we said we were going to have this match on the next Dynamite, but due to, federal health regulations right now going on with the coronavirus, we're unable to have this match. However, we will bring it back. We will give it to you at a later time. But in the meantime, here's boom, there you go.
Yeah, I agree. All right. It's just one of those things that bugged me, and it's going to be a very positive show. We enjoyed the show, but hey, me and Boom Boom were the old Muppets. We still see problems that wanted to be fixed, but overall, and not all that, but it's a good thing. Why wouldn't you want to promote your social? And
Right.
even if you don't promote your social, just say this happened during the week. Because if you tuned in, you saw two great wrestling shows, but you're like, what happened to everything? And it's a time that people are going to be more forgiving than ever. All right, Booms, let's hit the next topic, sir.
Next
Next
one,
match.
immediately after Cody's win, there's a video segment that plays. It's just Jake Roberts sitting in front of a campfire. He's talking about, why do you keep, ducking me? Why do you keep dodging us? started AEW to give fans what they wanted. I'm one of the best minds of professional wrestling, and you know what? My phone never rang. So, I don't know. I feel so disrespected. You know what? We're just, get Lance Archer match. There's Caesar giving it just one. That's all we're asking, just one. And after that, Cody got back to commentary and said, despite what you may think, I don't have that much power. I'm not. I can't just give him a match. What? If you want to debut, okay, we'll let him debut next week, but it's not going to be against me. I kind of liked it, and I kind of didn't. I mean, I kind of liked it because they kept continually going. Jake Roberts, just doing the little vignettes are just amazing. Those are automatic gold. And I kind of didn't like Cody going, well, no, I'm not going to give you your shot. To me, like he's the face. He's the good guy. I think it would have been one thing if you would have said, you know what, I was all for just giving you a shot, but you seem to forget I'm ranked in the win losses, matter here in AEW, and it's not my decision, but the matchmakers or bookers, however you would say it, said that you just can't fight one of the top five guys right out the gate. You're going to have to earn your way up to that. So you know what? You start next week and good luck because I want this match just as badly as you do.
Now, I'm just gonna add something. Real quick, Booms. I'm just gonna add
Yeah, go
something. Um, I agree it was good and bad, but just a tad bit different. Jake is. We both agree is good. The Cody
ahead.
thing. It looked bad because he looked very heelish, but it also looked good because it looked like he was afraid. And like it's one of those things you sacrificed Cody's face, I guess face run. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, but he tarnished his hero ness. But it made Archer look like a fucking Bane type character. You know what I mean? So overall, it was good and bad, and it was different. But overall, I liked it. Uh, Next.
Next segment, following the Jake Roberts, we had a one-on-one match. We had Darby Allin versus Kip Sabian with Penelope Ford. I'm just going to say out the gate, I like both of these guys. Darby Allin had a great video package. It just showed him. I'm assuming that's his property because he's been doing a lot of stuff out there. Or maybe it's the same place where they shot like the Lance Archer stuff, and they're just using it. But he set up like a kitchen table and everything, and they basically put cutout photos of all the members of the inner circle, and he lit that on fire. Anyway, he goes in this match with Kip Sabian. They had a nice competitive match back and forth. Uh, Kip looked like he was about to win, and Allin countered into his kind of out of nowhere. It's like this weird pin. It's like a figure four pin. He calls it the Last Supper. He gets a surprise win, gets a win. I think it was great. I think it was a great match. I just want to say I like both these guys. If and when AEW creates like I guess like a secondary title, something like a equivalent of like a television champion or a cruiserweight champion, I think both of these guys should be tops on the list to win that. I think both of these guys are absolutely amazing.
I'm not as high on Kip Sabian as you. Um, I like him. I don't see what you see in him. Like you know what I mean. Like if we were you see him as a blue chipper, and I'm like I don't see it. Darby Allin, I do see it. I think Cody comparing him to Sting was fucking ridiculous. I just overall I really enjoyed this match. I like Darby Allin because he's different, but there's no fucking way I'm comparing him to Sting. He's like they wear
I
makeup
think
and the
you mean
kids
like
wear makeup. I was like,
I don't.
what?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, because it was like that's what he was comparing it to. Because remember, I was a little stinger back in the day. I'm going to tell you that much right now. 1990, Boom Boom here was a little stinger.
So I liked Sting until he turned to Crow. As soon as he turned to
Yeah,
Crows,
yeah,
even as
it's
a
yeah,
kid, I was
same
like, I'm
thing.
out. I'm out.
Yeah, I was on kind of on board with it, thinking it was like a temporary thing. Then it just kind of became like part of this permanent persona, which I didn't like. But when Sting first started out, I loved it. I'm gonna try to paint my face like that. I failed at it, but I tried. And I see that right now with Darby Allin because at that point, Sting wasn't the number one baby face. I mean, he eventually did become the number one baby face, but he started to pick up a lot of steam. He connected with kids. Kids started painting their face, and I'm seeing that with Darby Allin. There's like he's connecting with a younger audience. A lot of kids and stuff are doing the half skull on their face. And the reason I like Kip Sabian is this guy's not had a bad match. He's been absolutely electric. He had a great, probably more competitive match than what he should have had with Hangman Page a few months ago. He's been since he's added Penelope Ford to his arsenal. It's just really kind of got like this whole package. I think he's just a great wrestler, great timing. I think I'd like to see some more reps with him, but I think he's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, I'm high on Darby Allin and Kip. Like if this was NFL draft, I'm Bill Kuiper. I'm like C minus at best for Kip. That's it. You put on your Mel Kiper hat. What are you giving him in the stock? Darby Allin, giving him an A. You know, he needs size. He's not going to be Stinger, but I still think he's got A plus. Not A plus. A potential. Kip Sabian, I'm like, guys, a C minus. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know. But then who knows? I've been wrong before.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you want to head to the next match, or do you want to put on your Mel Kiper hat and grade these blue chippers?
I would give Darby an A, and I'd give Kip Sabian like a B minus, just a solid B. Right now, he's still got room to grow, but I think he's progressing really well. But next match was a squash match: Jake Hager versus Chico Adams. I remember I actually saw Chico Adams a few weeks ago. There was a independent match down in Orlando. It's a four-way, and he was part of it with Shannon Moore. I forget one of the local guys, and then the Sandman, and it turned into a clusterfuck in this four-way because there was a move where Shannon Moore was pinning Sandman and one of the other independent dudes, and Chico Adams got thrown to the outside. Sandman forgot to fucking kick out, so their fucking main event, title on the line, fatal four-way. Sandman doesn't kick out. It fucks everything because now there's an unplanned finish. Shannon Moore's the champion of this independent league, and then Sandman's like starts playing Booker. It's like, you know what, in the next match, the next show we should have a three-way dance between these three right here, and
Wasn't Shannon Moore
Chico.
supposed to retire too?
Shannon Moore was supposed to fucking retire. He was supposed to be done, and now he's gonna get now as soon as all this shit's over with the coronavirus, he's gonna have to go do another independent show and drop this championship.
Yeah. I don't know. All right. Well, Jake Hager makes easy work for him. I love how they're putting him over. I love how they're putting over MMA. And then there's a surprise, Boom Boom. There's not much to talk about the match unless you want to add something. Go ahead. What's the surprise, sir?
Jon Moxley showed up, and they started brawling, and then Hager thought better of it and just retreated.
Yeah, I really liked it, and I love the fact that he hit him with, I think, Dirty Deeds. Is that what it's called? I'm sorry, I'm so bad with the names.
This variation, it's called the Paradigm Shift. Now, with New Japan, it's called the Death Rider. But on AEW, it's the same move, but it's called the Paradigm Shift on AEW.
Hearing that sentence, there's a part of me that wanted to kill myself. But anyway, Jon Moxley hits a finisher, and Jake Hager puts him in an ankle lock right away. I thought that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, I found it to be interesting. I'm a big fan of Jake Hager. I'm a big fan of Inokiism. I know you're not supposed to say that online. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. Yeah, that's it. All right, next.
Next, we got a recap of Brodie Lee debuting as the Exalted One, and then this one kind of got some heat here reportedly. Now, this is one thing I don't like about Dave Meltzer's Wrestling Observer newsletter, because he heard some people somewhere were upset with this. He doesn't say who, he doesn't say when, doesn't say where, doesn't say to how, to what extent. He just some people somewhere were upset over this. It's very, very fucking vague, which I don't like. I'm like, okay, so what? But anyway, you see that Brodie Lee is eating a steak, and you see Silvers and Reynolds just sitting there with a meal. And one of them, I think it was Silvers, picks up his knife and fork. He's getting ready to, it's like he's going to start eating too. And then Lee just, yells at him and says, no, no, no. Do I look like I'm done? Do I look like I'm done? No, you don't eat until I'm finished. And then he says, get the hell out of here. So Silver leaves. And so they just leaves Reynolds there, and he's just sitting there. Reynolds winds up sneezing, so Lee fucking snaps, and then he kicks him out of the room. So
He
apparently
does a
that's
very good Vince McMahon. Trust me.
yeah, I know.
This is totally mocking Vince.
Yeah, I know the sneeze. No, I know the sneeze one, but what about the whole "you don't eat till I'm done eating"? I never heard that. If you know anything about, if anybody out there knows anything about that, please just enlighten me here because I heard that was a Vince thing, but I've never heard of that about that until now.
I don't know, dude. Vince McMahon's a fucking crazy douchebag surrounded by yes men. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed this segment a lot, and
Mhm.
trust me, Dark Order went from oh my god, I can't wait till this be over. Dark Order went from Kane to fucking NWO overnight. You know what I mean?
Right.
This guy did some fucking amazing stuff. I love this segment personally, and
So in other words, would you say that they new dated?
I kind of yeah, but just on a
Okay.
darker version because yeah, they man, what happened after Christmas? Christmas gave us the AEW we always wanted. But yeah, I overjoyed it. Next, he took on QT Marshall. Fun fact: I saw
Mm-hmm.
QT Marshall wrestle in front of 3 people, and I was one of the 3 people. Hey, to you, Booms.
Yeah, he hits him with that discus lariat, finishes him off. It's like a 3 minute match. I mean, it was good. I mean, and then they left. There was only like one creepers with Brodie Lee, and then he handed him a creeper mask, and then of course Lee left us to with the Dark Order, creeper mask, and that's just pretty much how that ended. Then after that, we go to highlights about the Inner Circle versus the Elite and Matt Hardy debuting, and then they have an update on Nick Jackson. They have Vanguard One Fly by his house. I'm not making this up. And then you see Nick in his garage working out, and it's saying that he's currently at 61%.
It's so stupid. It's adorable. The Brody Lee match was awesome. Yeah, overall, I enjoyed Brody Lee. There's not much to add, except, dude, there's moments that just match up perfectly. Kenta going to Bullet Club, Hogan going back to WWE back in the day. Uh, there's moments where you're like, this just makes fucking perfect sense. Brody Lee coming here, it's just I don't know. It's a good time, and there's some good booking going on. It feels like Dark Order saved Brody Lee, and Brody Lee and the Dark Order and AEW. It just seems like they saved each other. It's very often. It's not very often that booking comes together this well. I enjoy it a lot, and I'm looking forward to how far Brody Lee will take this, because I find him a million times more interesting than anything WWE has done with him. And yeah, so I enjoyed this match a lot. All right, now, Booms, unless you have something else to add, I want to talk about my favorite fucking match all night, baby. Match of the
Yeah,
fucking night.
we go to the main event of the evening. It's Kenny Omega versus Sammy Guevara for the AAA Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I enjoyed this match a
You have
lot.
the floor.
Go ahead, sir.
I said you have the floor. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, I enjoyed this match a lot. I love the AAA Mega title going on the line. I love Sammy Guevara. And I'm sorry I mispronounced his name. I'm just going to call him Sammy for the sake of not getting fucking punched in the face. I'm not as good at breaking down as Boom Boom. I'm more of just giving my opinion type idiot. But Sammy to me is what every independent wrestler should be. Every fucking idiot. And let me tell you, well, wrestlers all around the world are like, "Are you talking about me?" Yes. This isn't directed towards anyone but you. I don't give a fuck where you are. I don't give a fuck if you're LK in the UK. I don't give a fuck if you fucking worked for ACW down in the Indies. I don't care if you were on my fucking radio show, you're on my TV show. I don't care if we fucking met in FCW. I don't care if we met in Orlando. I don't give a fuck where we met. If you think I'm talking to you, I fucking am. Sammy is the goddamn future of indie wrestling, and you've done fucked up. And I am so proud of him. And when I was a promoter, I'd have put the fucking strap on Sammy. Kenny Omega's slowly but surely becoming his old self. I thought there was a little bit too much selling, but that's just me. I want action, 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 action. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed this match tremendously. Kenny Omega does get the victory. And Booms, I'm going to let you do it. But this is probably, it might not be the best match that I've seen in a while, but as a fan, it's a match that I was excited for, especially since the Steve Corino came in the air. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, hot tag to you, Booms. Tell me what you think, and then we'll talk about the
Yeah, I think
fucking
it was
end
good.
promo.
They sold. I mean, Sammy Guevara got a lot in there. Kenny really sold from him. I think there was a great. They tried the tease the Snapdragon suplex, which he kept getting out of. Send him to the outside. He had like these little drawings of. So he had a drawing of one of the captains from Star Trek. I'm not sure which one. I'm not a huge Trekker. Chris Jericho, and then one of Brandy Rhodes, and then he took a moment to make out with the one of Brandy Rhodes. And
Did you
went,
see? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Did you see what he said during the commercial break?
no,
If
no,
you
what did you
watched on
say?
Fight,
No, what did he say?
oh dude, it goes to commercial break, right? And on Fight, we watch it internationally on Fight. They keep going, and he
Mm-hmm.
tears the sign in half. And I'm paraphrasing here. He's like, "I'm gonna tear her like this." But like, you know what I mean? But the way it was, it was like, and Cody's like, "Oh, thank."
Wow.
Cody goes, "Thank God that wasn't on television." And his partner goes, "It's still on Fight." And he's like, "Guys, watching this on Fight, I'm sorry." But it was like a sex reference of ripping her in half, and I was just like,
Mm-hmm.
"Holy shit!" But yeah, it was pretty funny. It was funny because like Cody sold it well, and also he thought it wasn't on television, so it was kind of it was played off really well. And if you get a chance, watch the international one because you do see a lot of fucking inside jokes. The announce teams kind of loosen up. It's kind of funny because
Mm-hmm.
like I kind of like the fight because I get the international show. I kind of like when they're loosed up talking than their TV voices. Because like when they go to the fight app, they don't have to put in all their effort. They're like, hey, blah blah blah, okay, and they're funnier and he smooths. I kind of hope
Mm-hmm.
that they get rid of the TV. Hey guys, what's going on? And coming from me, that's kind of hypocritical, but I do like it when they chill out during the international commercial breaks. All right, sorry to cut you off, Booms. What do you guys say, brother? Hot tag to you.
Let's see. There was some parts where Sammy Guevara hit a go to sleep that Kenny countered with a knee strike, hit a J Driller, followed up with a V Trigger and then One Winged Angel. It's the win. So they had a pretty decent main event. Their main event went about a little over 23 minutes. Great one there, and I,
Yeah, and
I think
during this
I
match, Booms,
think
I just
Sammy
want
Guevara's coming to. I was just gonna say, I think Sammy Guevara is really starting to come into his own. I mean, he's still got a long way to go in his career.
yeah, I just wanted to fucking add this. When you were watching it, there was times where you forgot that it was in an empty arena. AEW did a great job, especially with this match in the show. I mean, when
Yeah.
I was watching Kenny Omega and Sammy, besides the pops, like there was times where during this match I forgot there was no audience there and they sucked me in. So that's
Well, they
amazing. Good
also
job.
left the audio. They also left the audio up in that back room where people were gambling on matches.
Yeah, and I kind of thought that was a great idea. Dude, AEW right now is so fucking smart and hit home runs. I hope this fucking company keeps growing and taking off. I mean, pretty much the only people that don't fucking like AEW are people that talk about Vince McMahon's fat wallet. You thought I was gonna say cock, didn't you? All right, let's go to this last segment, my friend.
All right. Then after that last segment there, we're gonna have Chris Jericho confront Matt Hardy. I've got mixed emotions on this one. First, Jericho talked about last week, and then Vanguard One King. And this one where it kind of lost me here is he basically tried to convince Vanguard One, a drone, she won the inner circle, talking about could smoke the finest mechanical cigars and everything, and eventually it flew off. He called him arrogant, and I just okay. And then Matt Hardy got like the powers of teleportation because he was up in the top row, then he was down to the one below that, then he was out on the floor. The next
Poor
thing you know,
Jericho
he's
had to
near
stand there for like fucking 20 takes.
I mean, yeah, you can see the jump cuts in that. It was like that episode of The Simpsons. They edited Homer's video during the interview, and you can see the clock behind him just like wildly flailing. That's what it reminded me of. Now, this is where I'm just like, okay, Matt said he's different now. He's not the same, person that Jericho's known for 25 years old. He's Ascus. He's over 3,000 years old. He knew the real Judas. Uh, And Jericho's like, why are you, playing along here like there's no audience? It's like, oh yes, there's Abraham Lincoln is right there, and then over there is Martin Luther King, and I'm just like,
I love the third one was his son. I don't know.
yeah, I'm just like, okay, because here's the thing, either you like it or you don't. I don't think it was. I don't want to say it was completely bad, but I just thought it was a little ridiculous. I kind of wish they could have done a little bit. I mean, with the teleportation, it made sense to do that with no audience, and they could do that. But, oof, oof, it's
Well,
just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird because he came up with the broken character. He went to WWE. He couldn't really use the broken character because there was like a copyright dispute with Anthem. Then he got to where he could kind of do it, so he kind of halfway sort of did it, and then he dropped it, and now that he's picking it up again. It reminds me of when companies get on like fads and stuff like late. Like there was like a World of Warcraft commercial where they were telling Chuck Norris jokes, but that was like 3 years after Chuck Norris jokes were popular. So
they're
this
not
is kind of
popular
like,
anymore.
I'm gonna slap you. No, um, no, and I don't know. I just didn't like Jericho. Supposed to be a serious guy arguing with an inanimate object. And then, okay, if you want to kind of play into if you're going to do this, just go all in on it. I really wish they would have done something kind of like Lucha Underground, and done something shot in that style rather than trying to make it look like it was live. I just really wish they would have just spent some extra time just, in the day or maybe even throughout the week, just putting together something and filming it and having it just be like really, really good as opposed to this. It looked a little, eh. I mean, it's still a build to blood and guts, but it wasn't exactly my cup of tea.
Um, listen, you know us, like the loyal fans that still watching us know this. It's not my cup of tea at all. This isn't my cup of tea. Kenny Omega Okada, that's the tea I drink. Here, um, isn't my cup of tea. With that said, I know Broken Matt Hardy is popular. I'm indifferent. I love Broken Matt Hardy way better than Boring Matt Hardy. That was his gimmick before Broken, right? It was Boring Matt Hardy. I don't know if that's copyrighted. I like Broken Matt Hardy way better than Boring Matt Hardy. With that said, Chris Jericho saves this. Anyone else is in that ring, this is god awful. Chris Jericho bringing it, playing along, not playing along, his comedy. If anyone else is in that ring besides Chris Jericho, that is a fucking horrible segment. Chris Jericho fucking arguing with the drone. If his comedy's not on point, that falls flat. If Chris Jericho's comedy isn't on point with Matt Hardy, it falls flat. And I'm worried that we're going to become Dixie Carter Jr., where it's like, okay, we're just going to try to be WWE, but that. Because what is who else could do this skit with him and have the comedy chops to carry it? Because if you do a serious character, it doesn't work. If you do a character that doesn't have the wit, it doesn't work. Him yelling at the drone was fucking gold. My favorite was like, I see your post on social media politically, and I don't know. It was just comedy fucking gold. Here's the problem. You're running down the Dixie Carter path, which is never good. Never go full Dixie. The second problem is, who does he feud with next? Who on his roster is as witty as Chris Jericho? So, I don't know. I like Broken Matt Hardy better than Boring Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy, I know a lot of fans love him. I think he's pretty good as Broken, but it's not my cup of tea. But Jericho can hide how stupid this is by his comedy. You know what I mean? But who has the comedy chops of Chris Jericho on his roster? Kenny Omega can wrestle, but besides having a couple fucking haha internet jokes, he doesn't have the comedy chops. The Young Bucks don't. Cody doesn't. Who can carry that stupid ass Matt Hardy segment? You can't give it to Moxley. So, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Matt Hardy refused to join Inner Circle. I don't know if we got to the point of that promo, but it was all over the place. Yeah. Booms, do you agree, disagree? Hot tag to you, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't my cup of tea. I wouldn't have done it, or if I had to do it, I would have done it a lot differently. I wouldn't have had him yell at Vanguard 1.
That was the best part. If they don't have Vanguard 1, I'm out.
I would have had to do the confirmation, but I would have, I would have maybe tried to come up with something like like I said, Lucha Underground style, and just, put something really nice together.
Dude, this is like the third or fourth time I've mentioned Lucha Underground today. Not just on the podcast, but in my normal life. Mm-hmm. I fucking love and miss Lucha Underground with all my heart. With all my heart, I love Lucha Underground, and it breaks my heart. Yeah, when you heard I would do something like Lucha Underground, a part of my soul died. Because my whole thing is, if you're going to go entertainment route, you go Lucha Underground or you don't do entertainment at all. I don't know. That's my strong opinion on it. All right, Booms. Let's give our last second thoughts, if there is any. Do some plugs, and then we are going to do something smart. We're going to follow in line with the the YouTube, the Google order. We're going to fall in line with Google order. Instead of having one big podcast, we're going to break it up into segments so that it's search engine friendly, so you can suck off that Google machine. Are you ready to get on your knees and bow down? You thought it was going to be a blowjob joke, but it wasn't. Bow down to the Google order, Boom Boom? Are you ready to bow down to the Google order? Yeah, maybe I'm a fucking dumbass. Hot tag to you, Booms. Plug some stuff and let's wrap this up and we'll do another show.
Yep, just want to say check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. You can always just message us there, and we'll try to get back with you as soon as we can. Hey, we're all kind of bored, so let's enjoy it. Me being bored, I've been checking out any kind of pro wrestling I can get my hands on. I mean, I checked out a Dragon Gate show that was free on YouTube. I even checked out the first round of the Cinderella tournament with Stardom that was free on YouTube. So I'm just checking out all kinds of different things. So, sometimes maybe I'll find some things that I really like, and, maybe this boredom could be a good thing.
Yeah, it's overall, let's hope that you're staying safe. There's so much misinformation. All I'm saying is stay safe, stay calm. And if you're one of those people that are yelling at each other and stealing toilet paper, you're an idiot. Just stay safe, wash your hands, and just know there's a lot of misinformation, so try the best you can. Me and Booms will be back in a bit. Please check out twitch.tv, KocoSports. It's my new passion. I've been getting crazy behind it, and I'm about to do a charity event for the Veterans Hockey League, so you can learn more about that on my Twitter, @KocoSports. Booms, I love you, and I'm going to stop this, and we'll start another show in 10 seconds, because we all follow the Google order. Do you enjoy the Google order, Boom Boom?
Yes, I have no choice.
With that, I am over. Hey, all praise Google. Hey, oh God, what have my life come to?